Hey guys, welcome to That Pedal Show. Dan here.
Mick here, hello. Right, you join us from the control room in Boss's unbelievable, Roland and Boss's unbelievable studio in their R&D facility here in Hamamatsu, Japan.
Our minds have officially been blown.
Yep, we're both a bit jet lagged.
Mm-hmm.
We've been treated to amazing hospitality.
Mm-hmm.
For example, Yoshi-san, or Yoshi-sama should I say, who is the president of Boss, has basically been with us all the time, giving up his time to...
hanging out and here we are, and this is where all the research and development happens for these products. And there's one of the great things about where we are is there's this Boss and Roland Museum,
which you will be looking at as we talk.
So every single product that Roland and Boss have made over the years is here, and it's brought back a lot of memories, Mick.
It's interesting on a number of levels, right? I'm sorry, I've just glanced over there. Is that a Dimension D in the rack?
Yes, it is. And it looks brand new.
Brand new. One thing that struck us both while we've been here is Boss is a bit like the Fender Strat, or it's so ubiquitous. It's so industry standard that you kind of forget. And I think it's just always there, and it's always good quality. And so we take it completely for granted.
Completely for granted.
Coming here and talking to Yoshi and so for example, last night Dan and I went to dinner with Yoshi and three other guys,
product managers,
who've been at Boss each for 30 years each. Yep. And in that time, so we're having dinner, and Yoshi just happens to mention that he joined the company in 1978 and his first job was in assembly. And he was making Space Echoes. RE201s and all the rest of it. And he was assembling them. And then in the night time, because he kind of wanted to get on and he was motivated, he would go and help out in product development.
Yep. So his job during the day, he'd work all day putting tape echoes together. And then once he'd finished his day job, he would then go to the research and development department and spend the evenings with them just to get experience in research and development.
It's nuts.
He'd get a minimal amount of sleep, then get back in the morning, go put the RE201s together. Space Echoes, sorry, tape echoes, Space Echoes. And he is now the president.
The president, yes. I'm just going to check we're still recording because I'm paranoid about these kinds of things.
Are there still jobs where you can start on the production line and end up being the president of the company?
I don't know. It's a pretty cool... I mean, it seems that in Japanese culture that progression within the business is more normal than it is in Europe and the States. But the fact is, the way this company operates redefines one's idea of big. So if you take some of the guys who we have huge respect for, Josh at JHS, Robert Keeley, OnePlus, some of the bigger kind of modern boutique makers, I would regard their output as big.
Absolutely.
And Boss is doing, at least 10, 12, 15 fold that kind of production and output. Yeah. So as a result, the operation and everything that goes into it is
colossal.
It is mind blowing. Anyway, back to Yoshi-sama. He's working in production, then he goes into R&D, and we're sort of having this conversation over dinner, over the most amazing Japanese meal. And then he kind of drops in that he was responsible for the SDE 3000, the rack mount delay.
Yep.
And his first pedal project was the MT2. And all these things that we just take as part of the fabric of effects and sound over the years. This guy's had his hands on it, and the people we were sat at dinner with have had their hands on it, and it just gave me a new perspective and a less blasé view of this business.
Also, being in this environment we have an idea of what Boss go through to take a product from someone's imagination and get it to market. It's a colossal operation, as I said before, but the amount of testing that's done. So hopefully we can show you some footage now of the chamber. How do you pronounce it?
Anechoic chamber.
The anechoic chamber, and they will put products in there and test it for noise and everything, just so that they can hear the absolute purest form of the sound without any reflection whatsoever.
Yeah, it's unnerving, isn't it?
I couldn't. My
balance. I've been in anechoic chambers before, but I've never been in one where you stand on a wire suspension so that you're equidistant from all the sound absorption in front, behind, above, and below, and it is bonkers.
We're all walking around screaming into the walls with just nothing coming back at you.
And of course, plenty of companies have anechoic chambers, and plenty of companies go to great lengths to ensure quality and consistency and all of those things. I think what's really hit home to me, and a number of higher volume makers have said this to me over the years, and you, I'm sure, it's one thing building a pedal and selling it. Mm-hmm. It's another thing building 10,000 pedals and selling them.
Yep.
It's another thing building, when I was on Guitar Magazines, they'd just gone through their 8 millionth. So that was 10 years ago.
Boy, oh boy.
So who knows?
Yeah.
It's hundreds of thousands a year. That is something different again.
Mm-hmm.
And it is awe-inspiring to see manufacturing on that level.
And as big as the company is, and as successful as they are, I love that it's a company that's making stuff.
Yeah.
They are producing a product.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah. And producing the whole product as well.
Yeah.
So anyway, we could wax lyrical about that all day. It has been an eye-opening experience.
It really has. Sitting down with the president of the company, talking about the difference of capacitors.
So we were talking about, or Dan was talking about capacitors last night with Yoshi Sama, and it's rare that you'll meet because Boss and Roland is a big corporation, right? They turn over millions and millions and millions of dollars and yen and pounds and globally, and in a corporate environment like that, it's very unusual to find the guy sitting at the top who genuinely can talk to you about capacitor construction and what makes a good sounding one and what makes a less good sounding one. Mm-hmm. Sure, many CEOs and presidents will know the workings of some of their products, but to know it at a granular level like that's unusual.
It was incredible.
Yeah, you'd expect it of a smaller company.
Yes,
but
yeah, absolutely fascinating. It's a surreal evening that I shall never forget. But it's when you see these, you go back to the very beginning of the company, which is what's been fascinating about going down in the museum, and there's been an ethos that's gone through, and they're all so passionate about what they do, and even talking to the employees about, they're all musicians, and they all absolutely love their music, and talking to the engineers who are talking to us about the sort of music that we like, and it's lovely. I think, as you're saying before, because we've all grown up, when every single music store that we've gone into, there's been Boss products there.
Yeah.
And we've grown up with, the first pedal boards we all see were predominantly Boss products. Mm. And it's easy to lose sight of the passion that's gone into getting those things. Because you need to remember, they all started as ideas. Someone had, what would happen if I created this gain circuit, and
a fair share of world firsts as well.
Absolutely,
with various formats and and ideas. We should hopefully, if we get time, we might do a little bit of playing as well to put some music over the top as well.
It's a lovely idea.
Okay, look, we've had a mind-blowing time here. A mind-blowing experience to see it up close and to just learn, to get a little bit more insight and a little bit more knowledge about how all this stuff works and what it takes to do it on this scale.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been an insight into Japanese culture in a business this size.
I'm totally coming back.
Oh man, well I've been to Japan a few times now, and it is one of my favourite places in the world. But you hear it all the time how lovely people are in places that we go, but genuinely the people here just have been just remarkable.
Yeah, we've had a great time.
Yeah, it's been great.
And now we're going to Tokyo.
Tokyo, maybe. Tokyo.
Cool. I hope you enjoyed this video.
Yeah.
We should say thanks to Matt and Jay from Boss Europe.
Yeah, for organising this and convincing the powers that be that it's a good idea to fly these two guys out from Ola and Rabea.
And Ken and Yoshi and all the guys at Boss Japan who have made us feel so welcome, bought us sake and stuff like that. It's been a great trip.
Yeah. We'll never forget it. Thank you so much.
We're coming back next month. See you soon.
Bye.
It looks like a giant shoe.
Get it and give it a try.
It's the Japanese Danish beat.
Bam bam into the ring.
I know I want it.
Bam bam all over you.
Just let me have it.
Here comes the sun. Okay, it's 5:07 a.m. Tokyo.
We're a little bit drunky monkey, and we've been up all night doing karaoke and playing in bars. We got to play in a bar.
We
tonight.
walked into a bar, there's some guitars on the wall. We just picked them up and started singing, and lo and behold,
The whole bar started singing.
The whole bar,
and
that was
and,
it.
And Dan owned it. To be fair. Anyway, I bought you a birthday present, mate.
What?
Happy birthday.
hang on, you gotta see this. So it's Snickers, but not as you know it. You open a Snickers bar, there's more packaging officially than there is anything else. But look at this tiny, look, oh, there's a K.